landing on you more than once, or you see them regular, because praying mantises are pretty elusive in the Americas. But when you see them often, that means that the message from that, the mantis is the name of an Atlantean man of the sea. And a praying mantis is a monk from Atlantis. Treb Swab said I had a dream that my body went completely electric. And moments after, me in an unmarked black sweat gear began to chase me. I began to fly to get away, but I wasn't good at it. So you telling me you're an airbender, and in the physical world, through your palm chakras, when you learn how to calibrate them, that you can control the electromagnetic balls and energy, and you can actually use your hands, your energy, your electromagnetic energy to start fires and shit. That's gonna be cool to teach the kids. The Moors is telling you right now to be nationalized. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Go back and watch Tariq Bey. He been telling you these motherfuckers got a fake contract that they holding up as a shield. T. Shine Rice said we are Moors, but it's two kinds of Moors. Some that's indigenous to the land and some that came here. If you don't know the difference, this is what's the problem the whole time. Right. Tashawn Wright said they have y'all thinking it's about race when it's really about your birthright. It don't got nothing to do with skin color. Right? They the ones got us thinking it got something to do with skin color. But the white man ain't even white. He darker than me. Look, the real white man, when y'all see this motherfucker, if they produce him, if they ain't already and put his ass to death, that nigga darker than me. Remember that. The white man ain't even white. That nigga darker than me. Them niggas. So, Aria Divine Rasul L said, how else will you be recognized? TMH knows us by nations, hence nationality is needed. The only people known by nations is the ones that came over here as conquistador invaders. We were called tribes and clans and families. We had families that ran the land. And each group of families had a group of families that made up a tribe. And a group of tribes made up a confederation. All corporations are subject to some form of oversight from the United States Corporation, making them an inferior public corporate entity under the jurisdiction of the entity that they claim their nationality with. So I'm let Rashida in here. So I'm running a little low on gas. I'm gonna need a little help. I don't know if it's gonna let her in. But the grand deception came in with the cards, the nationality cards, and the stolen birthrights. The birth certificate is verification of a stolen birthright. Everybody that got a birth certificate has been a contracted slave. The Moors who bring us nationality also brought something called a Federal Reserve System as a conquistador. The Amaru Moors who stayed here, who came from here, we didn't need no fucking shit wrote down. We memorized everything and we knew each other. I know what tribe a motherfucker is if I talk to him long enough and look in his face. I don't need a motherfucking piece of paper to tell me that. But those who rely on the paperwork are the ones who deal in the contract law. I am dealing in law that's superior to contract law. Nationality is directly linked to contract law. Con mean against, tract mean land. You the land that the con or the lien is against. And the lien come from the tribe of Levi as a levy in law. How you doing, Honey Badger? I hope I explained that clear enough for you to understand that nationality is slavery.
I don't know if they're going to get it.
I don't care if they get it or not. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth no matter who get pissed off. Some of them don't get pissed off because they don't want to accept the fact that they was deceived. You got good Moors and you got dirty Moors. The good Moors sometimes believe the doctrine so wholeheartedly, they don't want to accept the fact that they fell for the same trick the Christians and the Muslims fell for. Right? They don't never want to look at themselves as falling into the same trap with a different name in the feds. Right? The whole point of this Moorish Science Temple wasn't to get you another motherfucker to be God intoxicated by, nor to teach you to only rest with civics. Civics is law, right? So this is what I was talking about on that. Quentin Horn said, thoughts on people with schizophrenia. You got schizophrenia caused by varying different reasons, but schizophrenia has been known to be cured by a couple of different means. But when you're an oracle and you're a male and you have been molested, it shatters your root chakra. The shattered root chakra from the anal penetration of the male, when he becomes old enough to take charge of his family, and his energy shoots up through his spine to his crown. If the prostate is shattered, it's a broken mirror shining light in all of the directions of the mind without having any cohesion. And it comes out as what you call a multiple personality disorder or a detachment from reality with schizo episodic behavior.
Pause, Rod. You gotta look. Are they going in about? I'm telling you, it wasn't done about the Moors, the nationality, birth certificate, all that shit. We can clean it up and keep it clean. The point is, if you go back, it's tribed up, and
That's it.
you can be what you want to be. Ain't nobody telling one person is like absolutely right about whatever their beliefs are, whatever their constitution and things like that. If we can get to this point of that's the whole point too with Larry Hoover. It all ties in together, even Sky Family, even you manipulating the weather, because a lot of it's been showing, improving, and demonstrating and trying to help. And it's not about a competition, but when you open your mind up high enough, you can see all of this is connected, and you don't want to see this bullshit and this division talk, and you can see agents real quick. So just want to settle the chat and just like keep going or whatever your flow, because it's like a delay a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So right now, I'm looking in here. I'm going to take a couple more questions if I run across them. Internationally, tribes matter. Nationalities are slaves, no matter where you find one at in the world. When you see the word nationality, you see slave system. The whole system is a slave system. The tribes and the confederations are around the world that the corporations laid over as are by patent decree of the crown. In this case, nationality is governed by the Uniform Commercial Code, which came from the ancient code of thieves and the code of the high seas, known as admiralty and maritime law. It was never the law of the land. It's the law of the high seas, the slave doctrine. Now, I didn't already been through this with Moors with very high rank and bust them in they shit with the facts. I don't need to go through this shit every time I get on a damn Q&A. I don't mind. I go over it. I tell it 1,000 times, but we gonna still end up the motherfuckers that swear by the nationality is ignorant. They only know half truths because they've only been taught half truths. So international, globally, we tribes and confederation of tribes that make alliances as either tribes or whole federations. The land that we own now, when these people came, was governed by a constitution called, it was an oral constitution called the Iroquois Confederation of Tribes or Families. They wrote it and rewrote it and said it was a Iroquois Confederation of Nations. No, we tribes and tribal families, and tribal alliances are confederations. We ain't nationals. Nationals are slaves. Citizens are slaves. We not citizens. Citizen is a 14th Amendment slave, a straw man. No, all the Moors were not killed off, and they're not all the same either. They would try to, the dirty Moors would try to convince us that all Moors are the same, but the good Moors know better. Bridget Graham, you on point. Need I say more? Okay, I'm looking for one more question. That's right, sweet. Don't get no certificate. You are the certificate. You validate everything these motherfuckers stand for. If they understood the matriarchal system, we wouldn't be dealing with this bullshit. Deja Dukes, I have no clue who you talking about. Okay, I'm looking for one more question. You know, the Moore's got a saying. So Blue Moon Goddess said they big mad, they looping the shit out this live during valuable messages. Yeah, because they got to go back and try to ask a question that they're going to think I'm not going to be able to answer. But I done been asked everything they have because I know their doctrine better than they do. I know their history better than they do. I know what you mean, Kamisha Amos. They still on my other video saying this shit is over, the one I did earlier today. This is obviously over. Okay. I'm going to the very bottom. Because Noble Drew Ali was a Cherokee high chief. He went into the Moorish Zionist Temple of Islam to get our shit. That's how I can honor Noble Drew Ali. He started off with the Moorish Zionist Temple, but they tried to say he started off with the Canaanite Temple. If you knew your Moorish history for real and you wasn't going by the bullshit, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you must not be indigenous to this land because you would have been able to know the language Noble Drew Ali talked was heavily coded. So I'm going to always honor the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, High Chief of the Cherokee Nation. I know who the fuck he is. He was telling me to study the nationality to find the fucking trick. The deception is in the nationality. That's why I can honor Noble Drew Ali. He gave me the keys to the kingdom. That's how I can honor Noble Drew Ali. While y'all was fighting over doctrine and nationality, I was taking the keys out of the temple, fixing the problem like he asked me to. But y'all was sleeping at the gate, arguing about some shit that don't even really fucking matter. The only thing matter is what happened, who did it, where the fuck they at, and how we get rid of them. The rest of that shit, my fez is prettier than yours. I got more tassel on my left side than you got on your. All that shit don't matter. Fuck your fez. Fuck your kufi. Fuck your jalabia. Fuck your bantaloons. We over on this motherfucker talking about some real shit. I'm always honor the high Cherokee chief that went in there and got our shit that they beat him to death to make him tell the secret. You don't know about the war between the Moors when he transcended. If you don't know about the war, you in the fucking wrong place, because I know all about it and I know who the right side and the wrong side. And that's how it is. I'm honored Noble Drew Ali, High Chief for the Cherokee Nation. Period. He the one showed me how to get you motherfuckers in the huckabuck with that bullshit. And that's the facts. So I wasn't planning on being on here this long. So for those who didn't know what this video was started for, I have to go back to the beginning, because I started with the question, who the fuck do you believe? That's all it boiled down to. Who the fuck telling you the truth, standing in the position of right is the only thing that matters. I'm gonna bust all the bullshit in the head. Look, Zena, I got posts with the titles of the books, the references, identifying who the actors, all that shit is in there. I got posts on that shit. You can Google Moors on my page. I got videos. How did we get here? We was never in slavery. What exactly is a satanic Jew? Them the motherfuckers that's been pushing this divide and conquer bullshit that they following. Now I got a good more. Y'all look at the comment from the brother Verkel Reese L. He's what you call a real good Moor, a conscious Moor that's aware. He know that we before nationality was, and we gonna be here when it's gone. If we before time, and time never was when man was not, when did the nationality come about? Did it come about before the time that man was creating, or after the time when man was here? Because time never was when man was not. So when was nationality first established? Who was the first national, and what nation was he part of? And what paperwork do you have to show? When you get back to a certain point, we didn't have no fucking nationalists that was registered slaves. Thank you, good more. I wish I could pee in this motherfucker. Know exactly what the fuck going on. This how y'all know when y'all see the ones that don't know what they talking about and they get attitude, and you see a brother like this come by and tell the truth. That's all they got to do is tell the truth, and we ain't got to worry about no nationality. We don't need nationality if they tell the truth. Yes, to shine right is correct. It's the principles first and foremost. The cleaning your birthright. By sticking to the principles is how you clean your birthright, how you claim it. You stick to your morals and your principles. And these is the kind of Moors right here. This brother right here. He putting that shit on the floor. See, the dirty Moors don't like it when the good Moors tell on them, because now they can't trick you. right? So with that, I'm gonna pull up because I see I didn't ruffle some feathers and some people's feelings got hurt, and I'm pretty exhausted. I wasn't intending on being here this long, so I appreciate y'all for watching. Spread the word, share the video if you choose to or not. I really don't give a fuck. As long as the truth out there, somebody will find it. Bridget Graham, you got good sense, sweetie. All right, so peace out, fam. I'll talk to y'all on the next live, wherever it might be.
Don't allow the fear to control the outcome because